Okay, it's Saturday morning racing on August 17th. It's blowing about 6 to 8 knots out here. We've got 5 Harbor 20s. Looks like maybe a Flying Scot and a Bullseye will be joining us. We've got about 20 seconds before the start. The line is set to be pretty darn square, so you should be able to start anywhere on that line. It'd be good. 10, 9, 8, 7. Now Barbara Ann just came in and dipped under there. That's a dangerous thing to do. You have no rights whatsoever. Okay, here's your start. Okay, so Bill came in correctly, but Violet was in the wrong position there. They didn't come up and give him room, so he's trapped behind there. He should really call a foul on them. Who's that boat over there? Okay, so Filbert got the best start. They're well out ahead of everyone else. They're right on the line with a lot of energy and gone. Bill just got hammered at the start. He had boats up to leeward with him. He was probably a little bit late for what he was trying to do. But I think the boat probably should have gotten out of his way, and they didn't. So he's going to pay the price for that. He's way back behind the fleet here. To make it tough for him to catch up. Let's just start following the fleet around. Just pick anybody's stern and let's go up to them. Okay, we got a Flying Scot over there, coming along with us. And I saw a Bullseye here somewhere. Oh, way up there on the left side. Okay, so the guys in Paul have really good sail trim. The main's out just a little bit to keep the boat flat. They've got a good angle on it, and the boat's moving. They're doing really, really well. If you look next to them, Violet over there is pointing a lot higher than they are, but she's going pretty slow. Let's see how that develops going up the leg. I think Bill's going to catch him because he's got his speed on. Even though they're pointing a little higher, they're paying too much for it. Your weather mark is way over to the right. If I were these guys over here, I would start tacking back towards the middle to cover these guys. So these guys over here, they get a different breeze than them, they're going to get away. So I would definitely be tacking back towards the mark if I were them. You don't want to get too far away from your competition. Or if they get a different breeze than you do, you can't catch them. Okay, Bill's tacking back to cover. That's a good move. Violet's keeping on going. I think that's not a good move. We'll see how that pays for them. Okay, now these guys that went to the left here are probably getting a little far now over to the left. You're going to stay in the middle of the course and stay against the people with you. Okay, Bill, who is way back, has caught up quite a bit on this boat in front of him. They're going to attack the cover. That's a good move. They're ahead of him. They want to stay between him and the mark. Okay, we're going to go up the weather mark and see how that goes. Yep, right here, stop. Okay, here we are at the weather mark. Some boats coming over here on port tack. We have to be careful coming in here because they have no rights whatsoever. They're kind of almost on a port tack ley line. So they're going to get some traffic up here. And when they do, they're going to be owing everybody right of way. So you have to be careful with that. Okay, so nobody over here lay that they all had to tack again. I think Bill out there called the ley line pretty good. The problem's going to be that all these guys are going to tack in front of him, so he's kind of at the end of the train there. That's going to control his speed coming in, but he really didn't have a lot of choice about it. He back up a little bit. See, look at this Scott's room. He's higher than he needs to be. We still got to give him room. That's good. Okay, Eduardo first around the mark. Heading over the offset. Flying Scot snuck in there. Dean's in second place there with the Harbor 20s. then John Duffy. Okay, Nuno and Cliff. And here comes Bill Daniel. And the Bullseye behind. Now, the Bullseye's behind, but he's a lot smaller boat, so he's a slower boat. The fact that he's this close to them means he's sailing pretty well. Here we are at the finish of the first race. Eduardo held on to his lead coming down. Sailed some reasonably hot angles, and it paid for him. He stayed ahead of everybody. Flying Scott's been struggling with his spinnaker all the way down. He probably should have passed these guys, but just couldn't get it going. You just turn your wheel that way and put it in gear. That's all you need. See how it slowly turns? Okay, here comes second place. You want to try to step in here if you can, Sheila, so I can see the line. Yeah, pretty far away. Just keep your bow up into the wind. You get a lot more control. You get sideways, you're going to go away. Okay, we're about 20 seconds before the second start of the day.
15.
Okay, so again, Bill is up here at the weather mark. This boat forces him up, he's got to go.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Blew that start. All right, so everybody was all clear. I just blew the whistle late. Okay, Bill got a much better start this time. He's above the fleet, both going fast, started on time. But I think Peanut is in better condition. She's out, got her nose out further. Now these guys right here in boat number 11 is on their ear there. They let that main out just a little bit, keep the boat flat. But it's over that far, it's just not fast. Those puffs hit, you gotta let that main a little bit out and turn the boat up a little bit. Most of the fleet has gone left here. Filbert's over by himself on the right. Looks to me like the turquoise boat up there in the middle is doing the best right now. He's got his nose out of the start, he's going fast. Pretty close between Paul and the white boat to the right there. These boats all seem to be pretty decent trim. If you look, their mains are just about all in the same place. They're not railing the water, they're moving along smartly. Whereas that boat we saw earlier really had his rail buried in the water. It's just not fast. The boat doesn't go well that way. And now he is risk he takes there. Gets lucky, he'll pass. If he's unlucky, the entire fleet will beat him on the wind shift because he's there's a whole lot of separation. Okay, the fleet has packed over. So right now it looks like the light blue boat there is in first, and I would guess Paul, the dark blue boat, is in second. Head to the weather mark and see how things look up there. Okay, here comes the fleet to the weather mark of the second race. See, the boat that went off by itself is on the ley line. I can't tell just yet whether it hurt him or helped him or neutral going over there by themselves. It'll all unfold here in just a minute as these boats cross. Okay, the guys in the turquoise hull here, Eduardo and crew, are in first place, sailing fast, doing well. Looks like Bill Denyer in the blue boat, Paul right behind him. the race. Here's a really close race here for second place. Paul's got it. Yes, Paul's got it. And the boat the other side. Good job, guys. Here comes the Flying Scott on his way. Once the wind picked up, these boats started sailing pretty well. You couldn't keep up, but that's what they did skill. That's what this make a breeze out here. That's it for Saturday. We're at the weather mark. There was a close tack back there. Since I watched it, the water was clear. Now they have to give room to the inside boat just around, no more. That just fine. Okay, so now Eduardo, by being the inside boat, gained a little advantage there. Bill was in the lead. Okay, so the leeward boat has rights over the windward port. They can force him up and he has to stay out of the way. So they pushed him up some just to gain some gap there. The best move on that is to move quickly and slowly as they bring you up and speed up. Then it doesn't hurt you as much. If you have to jam it over real quick, it's painful. Okay, now if I were the blue boat, I would be trying to cover these guys. Let's see how they do. That wasn't the best jibe I've seen all day. You gotta kind of ease those mains around, not let them bang like that's hard on the rig. That was a much better jibe there. See how smooth that was? That was well done. Wasn't any slower. Now Bill went way high there. That's expensive when you do that. I keep saying Bill, he's not driving that boat, number 7. Back out the way. Reverse. Second before the start of the third race out here. Again, we got a crowd around this pin end. No room for this guy.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, so Barbara Ann was over early. They tried to barge at the pin end. Bad idea. And they're going to pay for it. So they got to do a turn here someplace to exonerate themselves. And they've got to stay out of everybody's way while they do the turn. Okay, neutral. Tap reverse. Help her out here, Robert. Get me out of here. Help me out. Get me out of here. We can't interfere with this boat here. Good. Okay, we're good now. Okay, so they were barging, and they paid a big price for it. They had to come back and restart. Now, they also need to do a 360, but I guess that term will cover that. Okay, let's follow the boats upwind. Alright, the top two boats look like Bill and Eduardo again. Hard to tell right now who's in the lead, but Bill's looking pretty good. Here comes the Flying Scott. He's trying to do a better job of staying on these guys' way, so they'll need to start a bit. Okay, so just tacked and Bill is behind Eduardo. But I think he's got a pretty solid second place going on there. So the boats are kind of up here again, but the wind has been pretty steady, so it's not been too much of a risk to get away from your competition, but it could be at any time as soon as there is a shift. Okay, we'll go to the weather mark, see how it turns out. Okay, here we are at the third race by the weather mark. The turquoise boat with again, they're having a really good day. Followed by Paul in second place. Pretty much a replay of the last race for those guys. We're going to get some weather or windward mark rounding so you can see how these guys do that. Let's see how they do. Okay, now you stay right in here if you can. This is perfect. Okay, so these guys have already got their sail quite a ways out. It's on a reach. Let's see how they handle the rounding, if they can accelerate heading down. Okay, they're going to jibe right away. Head over that way. That was a pretty smooth jibe. They didn't lose much time at all. Okay, here comes Bill. Let's see how they do. Now look how hard you push that tiller over. I wouldn't push over quite that hard. You want to carve your way around that mark. You don't want to push it hard because that slows that boat down. Okay, here comes the Flying Scot. Let's see how they do it. Again, because of this reach, you're not having to head down a long ways, but you want to have a nice, smooth, accelerated turn. That was pretty smooth. He decided not to jibe, which I think is what my decision would be. These guys are jibing. That was a reasonably smooth turn. So these guys do much better. See how the tiller's now way over to the wall. Just a nice, easy heading down. There they go. That's good. They decided not to jibe as of yet, but it was still a good, smooth turn down. The guys in the Scott are trouble through spinnaker again. Got to be downwind when you put that up there, guys. You can't be sideways. Okay, here comes the bullseye. He's actually going up to the Harbor 20, which means he's having a pretty good run here. Okay, let's sit down and finish, see if we can get that. Okay, to the third race. These guys held their lead. Just keep going, I go by them. These guys held their lead pretty well. With some pretty hot angles coming down. Did a pretty good job. In second place, he's going to dive here and go across. Okay, here we are 20 seconds before the start of the fourth and final race of the day. Okay, so again, these guys in the white boat here are in a bad place. They have to head up.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
If I had to get a recall flag real quick, I would start them over again. But we'll let them go. So right now, there are so many boats that are burning. What we're going to do is we're just not going to score this last race. We're picking up on our flags. What I should have done is start them over by doing a general recall. And have to do it over again. Everybody was forcing each other up and got the guys to do it. Okay, let's head up and follow the boats a little bit. Stop, guys. Second place in the 2-3-3, right? No, 4-2-2 was Paul. I'm sorry. Yeah, I got it right. And that was a tiebreaker with Filbert, the third. And then we had another tiebreaker down here. Violet fourth and Barbie fifth. So that was some close racing between specific boats. Some good racing out there. Hope you guys had a good time.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.